It's important for us to run social media training workshops here just because of the huge potential on social media these days, the vast numbers that are involved on LinkedIn and on Twitter, and the almost 1 million Facebook users means that the potential is vast, but there's also potential to get it wrong as well. And that's why we've taken the time to find good local and national trainers that can show our clients, our online members, how to use all social media as effectively as possible. The benefits of being part of an online business community such as abncommunity.com is that it's local. The numbers involved are never going to be as vast as they are for LinkedIn, for Twitter, for Facebook, but that's part of its strength as well, is that everybody that you're communicating with, that you're engaging with, and the potential business opportunities that result, they're all within the local market. And every single member can see your activity on the site, not just your friends or followers or connections. So we feel it's a very powerful local online opportunity. ABN Community's range of services help our clients with opportunities to meet the right people, to get the right types of new business, and we do that in a whole number of ways. They range from people simply making connections online that can lead to one-to-one meetings, to our 10 groups that meet on a regular basis, then on to our networking formats that may contain somewhere between 30 and 70 delegates. So we're regularly presenting opportunities offline for our clients, our members, to meet their fellow members, and then online the numbers just go up again with the 2,500 member barrier being passed fairly recently, and the site growing at just over 100 members per month. Developing a social media strategy for your business. Julie has now, she tells me, over 20 years of marketing experience. She started in marketing when she was 6 years old. She was very, very good. But is able to bring experience of working with both large and small businesses, and experience of that to her work, both online and offline as well. Today, she's going to be leaving you with your first draft social media strategy in your hands. There's some documents that you're going to be working your way through, as well as a huge amount of background information and stats before you get to that point. She's also going to ensure that we have a bit of fun today as well too. Don't expect an extremely dry 3 hours coming up. That's not going to happen. I'm sure you wouldn't want that anyway. Why is that so important? Well, it's because social media is a key word in there, and that's social. It's supposed to be fun, and fun, yes, it's business, but fun leads to more engagement, which then means more opportunities as well.
It's important to have a social media strategy for your business, because without objectives it's very easy to get distracted and not actually do the right thing. If you know what it is you're trying to achieve in the first place, you're more likely to get focused and do the right things and talk to the right people. You're also more likely to make the commitment and use it regularly if you've actually got objectives and a strategy in place. 91% of 16 to 24-year-olds use social media, and 18% of 65 pluses. So it covers all age groups, and it's getting bigger all the time. It's interesting when you think about social media engagement. For example, if you've got 100 followers on Facebook or Twitter, and they've each got 100 followers, every message you send out could potentially reach 10,000 people. Another interesting fact is that the very engaged brands, the ones that do Facebook and Twitter and social media very well, have achieved recently fan growth 10 times more than the average company. According to the Chartered Institute of Marketing, people actually prefer to stick to sort of 5 or 6 websites that they know and they trust and they feel comfortable on. People don't go to new websites a lot. They have their favourites and they go to them regularly. So it's much easier for you to have a presence in the sites that people go to anyway than put in the effort to get them to come to your site. So if you're where they are, then your visibility is going to be an awful lot higher. A lot of people think that Facebook's just for B2C, but it can actually work well for B2B as well. Some of the brands that actually struggle most with Facebook are the FMCG food and drink brands, which you'd think would be finding it easy to engage on Facebook. But in fact, it really comes down to a bit of hard work, some imagination and some creative thinking, and a serious bit of commitment. So if you're prepared to put that in, I think you can make it work well, whether you're B2C or B2B. 8 out of 10 business-to-business marketers use social media, and at least 34% of them have generated leads, and that's just from Twitter. If a company was to change one aspect of their social media activity, I would always say to stop talking about themselves and actually start interacting with their audience.
We sponsor the social media training workshops purely because there's a lot of synergy with what goes on with the ABN workshop. Forbes Awesome, basically we work hand in hand with clients' interaction. We thought it was one of the best ones to actually work with going forward. There's an awful lot we can do, but it's all about sort of branding and making everyone aware of what we do going forward. What we gain from being part of the ABN community, there's lots and lots of things really. Basically there's name awareness, recognition, basically being in the position where people can put a face to a name and actually know what we do. There's an awful lot of events going on as well. You've got access to the online community in Aberdeen. There's about 2,500 members or just over. So there's plenty of opportunities going forward being part of the ABN community. The benefits of the ABN Gold are fourfold. There's lots and lots of different options you can do with regards saving money. You get access to different groups and different people to present to. You can get free things as well, like lunch and learn and all sorts of things. So it's actually really good fun. But the big thing really is obviously value for money. You know, you're getting into seeing people, saving your money as you do it, which is what it's all about really.
We booked on to today's media training because we basically realised that it is an upcoming sort of place to have your business presentable. It's social media as opposed to old-fashioned sort of medias that were out there. And we've been on a lot of different aspects of the social media, more viewing it rather than having an interactive part on it, and really need to make a sort of effort to make our business more presentable out there, and we needed a strategy for doing it. I enjoyed the whole morning. It was light-hearted. It wasn't just sort of facts and numbers and sort of getting drilled into you must do that, you must do this. So I enjoyed it all. The most important thing that I've learnt today is that you do actually need a strategy for doing it. You can't just go to it and say, oh, I'll do a bit today, I'll do a bit tomorrow. You've got to have a plan out there for, yeah, I'm going to do this on such and such a day, and sort of follow that plan, or it's not going to work. You'll never stick to it otherwise.
I booked the training today because we've had a Facebook page for our business for quite a long time now, and I was quite keen to increase awareness of the page and get more interaction from other people on there. I've found quite a lot interesting about today's session. There was a lot of very interesting statistics given by Julie at the start of the course about users of Facebook, and it's also been really interesting to find out about other attendees' businesses and what they do and what they want to achieve from Facebook. One thing I'll definitely take away from today's training is to make our posts more fun, more topical, to get more interaction, and I should be able to implement that pretty quickly.